Let's see what we're going to drop. Oh, my goodness. Because, Degon, here's the thing. Here's the thing. There's only so many times you can say it's unlucky. At some point, the common denominator is the team that is constantly getting knocked out early. At some point, you got to think, wait, is the common denominator me? Something has to change here for PK, because you're right. We're only being so hard on them because we know that they can do well, because we know they have that potential. I need to see them step up here. It's now or never. You're 2 games in. You're in third to last. You have teams who have 100 more points than you in first place. That is a road that you need to climb. It is a mountain, but it is not impossible. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah, and I would not say, hey, roster change is the move here for Pittsburgh Knights. Not at all. That's not what I'm saying. No. What I am saying is that they need to look at their strategies, right? They need to look at their strategies, because here's the second time they go into Erangel. Are they getting caught out again? Do they know where Cloud9 is going to be? This plane path, Cloud9 should be able to get to Georgia Bowl. Stay away from Georgia Bowl, PK. Like, you know that's where they go. You know that's what they like to do. Don't go that way. Don't be over there. You know who's not in the game? Tempo Storm. So you can head on over to Pachinki possibly and fight a team that you feel comfortable fighting. But stop running into Cloud9 and letting them bop you, and then you're running around with only 2 members left.
Yeah, because that's been sort of the common denominator here in these last 2 games. There's been the repeat factor. But we'll see again if they can shake this one off. I'm never counting any team out of it yet. We have seen more insane comebacks here in the ESL Mobile Open. You never want to rule out a single team. But we are going to see one squad looking to own up. Yeah, only one squad looking to own military base here. They're going to have the time of their life and a pretty easy rotation. Not the most oppressive circle we've seen. Again, an eastern plane path and a western circle, not the worst thing ever, because most players were starting to rotate over anyway. Teams who are going to look to play around school in that area are going to be well rewarded. But the first team to sort of take over and own George, you mentioned C9, they're going to have a big advantage here because they're going to have a lot of real estate to work with and a lot of time, because the circle is going to be very friendly.
Yeah, very friendly to them. Not so friendly to some of these other squads that dropped early. Accelerate, we highlighted them. They're going to have the longest rotation on out. Surprising that Venerated's not going to have too bad of a rotation on out. Rebellion as well, they found themselves wanting more here. They're on the bottom of the leaderboards as well. Red Reserve, they got a lot of spectating skills in that last game as they got knocked out very early on. They have another rough rotation here in game number 4. And then JCR, man. JCR, they made it last time. Not looking so good right now, as Dean's going to be on his own yet again to loot on up everywhere in the Northeast, and just in case he has to play another survival game. We've seen his biking skills. We've seen his surviving skills. Seen the pink dress. Going to be a long game here for Dean yet again.
I mean, look, it takes a certain level of confidence to jump out of an airplane into a no-holds battle royale fight to the death in a frilly pink dress. So I give all the props in the world to Dean. Beowulf looking much more edgy on the other hand. But Beowulf's also stepped up in a big way so far. Again, I remember that moment in that last game where he's running down a hill, staring at an entire city full of scary windows, and he's getting shot from one of them. And he not only can instantly pinpoint the window where he's getting shot from, but he can, in a snap response, actually down the opponent before he gets down himself. Combine that raw shooting ability with the shot calling, and it's part of the reason that Cloud9's been able to do as well as they have. And Bayo, I think he's not even close to hitting his peak yet. I still feel like there's so much further that Cloud9 as a roster can go.
Yeah, Bayo's a beast. Like what can you say? I would say fighting for the title of North America's best player. Who else is in this conversation, chat? We got a lot of active chatters out here. Who else is in this conversation of best player of North America? Currently signed to a team, for our couple of our friends that aren't signed to teams that think they're the best players in North America. But who would be a name that you throw out there, Paul?
Oh my goodness.
You throw out a couple so that you don't.
I could throw out a couple. Yeah, it's tough to play favorites. I think any of like the OG Team Totality roster I think it's really cool. Like Tense and the crew, I think you could probably make it a call out for. I think you could honestly split it 4 ways of the roster of wildcard right now. I guess now that I'm actually thinking about it in a more broad sense, it's kind of hard to knock down and lock exactly what makes that team so good. It's a combination. I think you could look over towards any of the OG Omen Elite squad. I think any of those guys could make a claim to that. And then of course Tempo, like the crew of Tempo, just as an institution. I think if you want to talk about players, you want to talk about teams, they're definitely one to talk. It's tough to pick favorites, Degon.
Yeah, right? you didn't say any names. You didn't say any names other than everybody on all those teams.
I want them all still to like me. Anyway,
they like us, man. We're cool. Yeah. We're cool guys. We're cool guys that wear camo and talk about video games. Talk about them all the time. No one's gonna get upset.
That's fair.
Name a name, Paul.
Come back to me in like 2 minutes.
All right, we'll come back.
I'll think about it.
Chat, this is your time to shine.
This is chat's time. Chat's on delay. This is their time. Okay. Who do you think? I'll put it back to you.
For me, it's Tensa or.
Okay, I did. By the way, I did say Tensa earlier. That was the one name I did say. It was the one name I did say.
You forgot HH24's name, but that's okay.
Yeah, HH24 is definitely up there. Yes.
I'd say it's Tensa, Bayo, or. Nico has just been too good for too long.
Yeah.
So those are my 3. If you're gonna pick one individual for each team, there you go.
Okay. I agree with that. Okay. Yeah. I was looking back through rosters. That's literally what I was doing. I was like, let me look up some roster shit. Let me double check that I'm like not forgetting any names here. Yeah. No, I think that's true. Though honestly, I feel like there was a while there where Pyro was also, I think back to like season 2, season 3, where Pyro was doing so much. You probably could have made a case there as well. Just so many impossible plays. I'm glad you pointed out Nico. I still remember that like 1v4 clutch that Nico pulled out in I think season 3.
Yeah.
Which is pretty, a Spectre as well. I think you could definitely. Yeah.
Also, J7 knocked. Oh my God, Pittsburgh Knights.
Wait, no.
This is nutty. No. That was to Rebellion. No knock on Rebellion, but just that's different. That shouldn't be happening.
Again, Degon, there comes a point where you say, like, Jagger just like through. I think he just raged through his phone. Oh my goodness. The car just came to the saddest, slowest stop I have ever seen in my life. If you do throw your phone and you do break it, the Xperia 1 by Sony. I'm just saying. Great replacement. Yeah. At some point, you just have to say, is it us? Is what we're doing, is our shot calling, is it our decision making, like what's wrong? Because it keeps happening, Degon. It's not like it's a one-off thing that you can kind of brush under. Those things happen. It keeps happening, team. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, again, PK doesn't really play against Rebellion all that much. They don't know Rebellion's drop spots. But it just the rotations feel like they're a little too disrespectful. You're going by places where teams could be. And it keeps happening that you get caught. Maybe Jagger with a disconnect. That's kind of what it looks like happened there as Jagger still sitting and chilling as, great shots coming out from Echo.
Wow.
And Ralphino gets taken down in Red Reserve. One of these other teams that's having some trouble in terms of points now. They're going to go down a member, and Ralphino, one of the, I consider the main members of this squad, knocked out early.
They've been a team that's surprised me a little bit. I mean, they're one of our teams to watch coming into this. You mentioned before a brand looking to reconnect with the community and picking up a solid squad to do so. But they've had some solid moments like that and trades, like good trades. Like they're getting knocked, but they're knocking in return. You know what I mean? Even so against some of these top teams.
One would say a knock. Who's there?
Yes, it's me.
Bad joke. Yeah.
It's me you're looking for. Yes. No, it was some solid individual plays there from them. I think it's just one of those, like, put a bow on it, bring it together as a team, put it in the box, shake it up, make something beautiful, and we'll see what they can do here. We're on a huge delay. I keep looking over to chat to see like what names they're going to throw at us, but my goodness, this is like I think we're on like a 10-minute delay, so it's going to be a hot minute. come back to that.
Got to make sure your competitive integrity is maintained. No one's able to stream snipe.
Oh, yeah. No, we'll be like 2 circles on.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Name's starting to pop up.
There, Acer, Spring. Yeah, Spring. Yeah. Okay. Acer. Yeah. I mean, go ways back as well. A lot of legacy with that one.
Acer, the wild card. Everyone's just naming the wild card roster right now.
Yeah.
Interesting. Because, I mean, you think of a team full of free agents.
Oh, Kilo.
Kilo taking some shots.
Kilo. He was standing still, Kilo. That looked like me playing PUBG Mobile right there. Butterfingers. Oh, my goodness.
You got one hit onto him, but yeah, you might want that one back a little bit if you're Kilo. And giving away the information. And he's kind of far from his team. So I like this positioning here from Kilo. He's in a position where if he does get knocked, won't be easily flushed by Fearless. And his team can roll up. You see Jay, Zeus, and Snipe in the background stepping on up.
And he's playing scout right now. Does have knowledge. Look, this is where they are. This is the compound. And they are actually moving in to take this. This isn't a backup. This isn't a reset. This is let's find a way to make this one happen. But, oh, my, it doesn't get much better than that. 2 players per house. High ground and low ground. I mean, or first floor, second floor. Like, this is Fear's fight. This is how they want to do it. I mean, Parzival doesn't need to, play a million retro video games to find the clue he needs to win this fight. He's just got to press his buttons correctly, and that's it. That was a very obscure reference, but those of you who get it, you're welcome.
Yeah, over my head.
Someone in chat will get it. Someone in chat will get it. Be there.
I hope so.
It's literally the book that his name is taken from. Okay. This is a good circle though, Degon. This isn't really good. This kind of reminds me of this last one. The circles have been very kind to teams. This is gonna keep things slow for quite a while. I think really the only one I'm looking up towards the north there, looking up towards our boys over on red. That's gonna get interesting.
Yeah, red. Ugh. I just wouldn't want to be red in this situation, and I like how Hospital is now starting to get picked up here by Hype. Cloud9 currently hanging out on Everest, just sitting on top of the mountain, gatekeeping everybody out, and just gathering a ton of information. But a lot of action, I guess, in the middle of the circle, southern part of the circle. A lot of teams rotating through the south to get themselves on in. We got ourselves our first gunfight here. Noel taking a peek at PK and at Venerated as well.
A lot of names that I've come to driving. Okay, there we go. A lot of names that I've come to respect over the course of these games, just continuing to put up solid performances. Null in particular is one of these teams who I discovered them through the Mobile Open. We've casted them a decent amount now. The roster has changed a little bit over time, but they've always been solid. They've been consistent. They've made multiple playoffs before in the past, and they're coming into this now. Donut and crew right in the middle. And despite the fact that Swift goofed a touch, they have had a top 2 finish today, Degon. They have to be a team you keep in the back of your mind. Prism's another one. Glad we get to see Prism. Prism is one of these teams. I think they're setting themselves up to be a bit of a giant slayer here. We've seen them take it down C9. We've seen them have some decent plays. Now we're going to see a full send here from Team Marksman, who want to take this close range right now. Looking down Fearless. Trying to bank these nades out windows, see what they can do. LOS is here, trying to find that line of sight. There's the first knock going down, though, on the other side of things. Going to try and run through the molly and line this up. This is looking really good for Fearless right now. Not a single player has gone down yet. Bandying up outside, and they are controlling these angles so well, staying prone right under these window frames. But Snipe point blank with the Uzi's able to pick up 2. Snipe looking to be the standout player here for Marksman, Degon. Oh my goodness. And Coast, he's sitting back here, but he's got to make something happen.
Yeah, this is going big here. Leafy, though, who was hanging out, just prone right in front of the stairs. No one was able to see it, and Zeus gets taken down. So although 2 members knocked for Fearless, one already knocked and flushed for the Marksman.
This fight isn't over yet. Parzival is down. Will be helped back up here. 1 player already dead. Oh, but Leafy is going to get knocked now. The nade from Jay is there. Snipe is trying to continue to hold the angle. Lob the nades through. And this is going to be the push once again here from Marksman. Coast, the last man standing. Parzival is down. We're seeing Kilo and crew. They've got it right up the stairs. Going to be finishing him, but he's trying to feed the intel while going in. Up top as well. Coast. He's going to fall, but no. Snipe. Did he just take that team over by himself, T-Gon? He got at least 3 of those downs.
Yeah, you got 3 kills and the 1 nade kill from Jay earlier. Snipe, man, this is what I was talking about at the opening of the day. You never know who's going to be the guy every season. There's always 1 or 2 guys that surprise you on some of these middling teams, and maybe the marksman got something here because Snipe's been really working it in some prime time moments. So Snipe with 3 kills here, and the marksman with the aggressive play paying off, now finding themselves in a great spot outside of Ruins.
I mean, that's a really darn solid place to be. Again, not getting away fully unscathed. But still, yeah, really solid performance from another one of these middle of the pack, up-and-coming squads. Ooh, M249 now, going over the way of, I believe that's Hype. Yep. Oh, boy. Like, Hype need any more help, T-Gon. They've already been looking so good today. Give them the big guns. Why not? They never tire.
Yeah, I mean, again, it was more of the rotation in. Like, I was taking a peek at where people could have gone, and Hype decided to go to Hospital, again, risking possibly running into Cloud9. That's Cloud9's spot. But their proactive movements paying off. They're going to get themselves the crate and some solid real estate right now. A lot of teams here in this circle, but everyone's relatively spread out. The only ones that were near each other was the last fight that we just saw there with Marksman. And so now it should be safe for a little bit longer while we're waiting for this circle number 2 to come on in. After this, give me a hard shift. I want a hard shift circle here. Yep. Georgia Pool's still in. You got Ruin still in. Pachinki is still in. Give us a shift that's going to create some craziness. Like, what if it goes like straight north? The circle goes straight north in between Georgia Pool and Razak. The river's still in play. I would love to see that.
Yeah, that would definitely a little more dynamic, to say the least. Creates some interesting situations, especially over around North George. The hills north of George can be treacherous at the best of times, let alone with the mass exodus of players we're going to see moving in from that area. It could be a lot of fun. But we are going to see, oh boy. I mean, Everest still being in play here would be pretty big. Oh, okay. Pretty hard shift south. Only really going to affect a couple players here. JCR, they're going to have an interesting route trying to go around Hype towards Hospitals. VR down towards the bottom, going to be a pretty good location. PK right in the middle, the last remaining members there. And C9 will have to shift a bit coming down from Everest, but it's not going to be a huge deal there from them. They'll probably just take that small city compound at the road to the north there, but they might have to fight Accelerate for it. This is kind of what we were asking for here, D-Gon.
Yeah, this is basically what I wanted. I mean, Best Kept Secret are going to have to try and fight Prism for some prime real estate. There are big complexes there. It looks like Donut is there first for Noel, but he is separated from the rest of his team. Might have some fighting to kick things off here as Best Kept Secret. They know that Prism's there first. They're trying to pop a tire or something before they change their route. Nope, they're going to peel on off and pick a place a little bit closer to home for them.
I like that. Also, interesting to note, Donut for Null. Donut, like a 0, Null, 0. Donut, Null, 0. I like it. Not sure if it was planned. I respect the name team synergy.
Yeah, everyone just safe rotate on in. It looks like the odd man out here are the marksmen. You see Jay driving on by. It's like, nope, don't come here. Jay's forced to back on off. The shots from Noel preventing them from rotating in. But they're now on the way towards Execute. Now Cloud9, they found themselves a complex here. So okay. I think marksmen are happy with the way that turned out. That could have been very, very bad. Could have been very bad.
Sometimes knowing when to just hit the brake, that's a skill. That's a skill that teams acquire. Because sometimes you just want to, you want to just pedal to the metal. You just want to hit the gas. Ooh. Oh, like what happened here clearly with Leon. That M249 I was talking about clearly being put to good use. Oh, JCR. Oh, you poor sweet people. Not been having the your Jeep's flipped over too. Because why not? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, tough day for JCR, and it's getting a little bit harder as Dean, our lone survivor, he's actually the first one out for JCR. That's the first time that's happened today.
Unacceptable.
Remix, Magic, and Sammy will be the ones that have to carry on here for JCR.
Dean, Dean's not alive for JCR. Deacon, I don't even know what to do anymore. It's just making me question things. All right, just making me not quite sure what's happening. But we still have all 13 teams left, other than our first casualty here, still in this game. Jumping back on board with Null. They do have visions there on the marksman, and taking long range fights with them has gone not well for some other teams so far here today, Degon.
No, it has not. And I wouldn't want to try to take them on from any distance. They're feeling it today. And sometimes you're just having an on day, an on series, and you keep growing from there as Venerated trying to turn it back on, get themselves some points, as they were the winners of that first game, but haven't been able to since then.
And slow and steady winning the race here, or trying to win the race for a lot of these squads, which is we're seeing Venerated. Venerated, of course, the winners of game number 1, have been a little bit slower in games 2 and 3. They won game number 1 with a really solid stat line, Degon. I mean, they didn't just creep in. I think they had like 11 kills or 12 kills to their name in that one. They are on the most southern side of the circle here, so they have quite a bit of distance between them and anyone else. So we'll see what they're going to be able to do with it, and hopefully just for them, just stay alive a little bit longer and try and make it into one of those final circle situations again, because we know they can hang with the best, taking down Cloud9. What are you seeing, Degon?
Yeah, circle is popped. If we can get that one up on the screen in just a second. It is a northern shift, and it's a northern shift on several different ridges. We'll get to see it when the map comes up. It's pretty crazy on how playable this map is going to be, and it's going to lead to a lot of fighting, because Red Reserve, JCR, Hype, all going towards the same compound to the east, or to the west there, while Venerated has already gotten the space. And it looks like Cloud9's going to do the same. They might be outsmarting themselves, because everyone is making that same rotation right now. If you're Prism, you're feeling good. And think about the fact that Prism beat, best kept secret to the spot. And now Prism gets the compound safely on in. Everyone else is going to have to try and finagle their way on in. You have this big hill basically where Rebellion is at right now. There's a hill that you can play. We either on the top or the bottom. If you're on the bottom of it, it's not that bad, because it's a sharp hill. A knoll. They're able to capitalize and see exactly where Rebellion are. Rebellion in a lot of trouble now, as Hype coming onto the spot, Execute coming onto the spot. Everyone knows, hey, this is pretty good real estate right here.
Everybody's making that hard shift round. Look at C9 just trying to thread the needle around the outside of the circle here. Sammy not quite able to find the shots. They are just, this is a big risk from C9. This is a go big or go home play. They know they're near the top of the leaderboards, but they're not at the top of the leaderboards. They need to continue to find these prime locations, and they're just going to full send all the way around the outside of the circle, not wanting to make this any more risky than they have to. But they are not alone in this. As you can see, Accelerate looking to do the exact same thing. But they're playing second fiddle here, Degon. They're late to the party already. We'll see what happens. Sammy able to hit one shot there.
Yeah, Jag's pretty lucky. He's pretty lucky. His vehicle's smoking, but he should be all right. Maniac as well on the motorcycle, lucky that he didn't get hit, but they will be slightly late to the rotate, and Cloud9's going to let him know that they are indeed late.
We'll see. Oh, boy. Bayo and crew fully aware this is coming in. Hey, Maniac. Trigger discipline, though. Oh, they're coming on both sides. Oh, my goodness. Cloud9 may have got here first, Degon, but if everybody wants the same piece of real estate, these are going to be some strong words exchange for these teams right now. As, oh my goodness, look at the mini-map. Everybody is getting in on the action right now.
Oh my gosh. This is Cloud9 circle right here. I mean, yes, they're on the edge, but they have such a great position. To the south, Accelerate, gated out by Bayo. And to the north, you can see Pyra. He knows where JCR is. He knows where Venerated is. He's going to have a peek at Hype in just a little bit. This is such a great spot for Cloud9. And this is a team that can frag with the best of them. So I expect them fully to capitalize on it here.
Look, if this was any other team, I would be worried. But for Cloud9, I am giddy. This is the position they've been trying to put themselves in all day. Put themselves in a spot where they can just frag out, win their 1v1s, take these fights, get these knocks. Oh, hi. Hi, JCR. It's a nice little height you got there, guys. Look at that.
Yeah. The old classic, too many dudes for one shack.
Classic. We've seen
the joke's
nades.
There somewhere.
It's somewhere. We've seen nades, D-Gon. We've seen that. We've seen that clip on Reddit. We know how that goes.
It's great.
It's great. Somebody threading the needle, making it work. Perk knows they're there, too. That's the funniest bit.
Yeah, Perk knows they're there, but Cloud9's going to rotate on in anyways. It looks like Cloud9 won't be waiting for the kills. They want to get the position first. Right now, Kilo, though, in position right on the outside. He's actually in the blue. Made it so difficult for Fears and the rest of Null to see what was going on. And so a couple kills heading the way towards the marksman. And yeah, all of... oh, no, not all of them. Twinkle's the last one left alive here for Null, able to capitalize back on the Kilo. So we fall along with Bayo now. Bayo right in front of the face of Hype. Hype and Cloud9. This is going to be big.
And this is the same Wizard Tower that actually VR took over earlier. They've since rotated out. They are not in the circle here. C9, I don't know if they realize just how close Hype is. They're going to know right now. Bayo, get back in the smoke, sir. We know he plays aggressive. I remember back to Season 1, jump shotting around rocks to make this happen. But if there's any team that's going to want to charge in, riding high at the momentum they're gathering so far, it is going to be Hype and the crew. Rav not able to hit the shots, uneven, being rock steady in this fight. We'll see if they can keep this going. We'll see if they can continue. Beowulf needs to reset a little bit here. Only one down onto the side of Hype. But C9 looking a little bloodied here. Hang on.
Hey.
Fate's going to continue to keep this up, D-Gon. C9 might not be in the best spot after all.
Yeah, Fate with some big shots here. Now Survival going for the push. And it's 2 members still left up for Cloud9. And with the circle coming on in, Bayo and Pyra are like, see you later, boys. But now they're driving right next to those final members of Hype. Will Pyra be able to get away? Oh, he's on 1 HP. He's able to survive. But Survival not quite able to do it. And the play zone coming in and punishing the play zone undefeated. Leon trying to get a final knock before he falls.
Wow.
Look at Hype go on out. They go on out in 10th place because they get caught up in a fight against Cloud9.
Tunnel visioned. No, not respecting the circle coming in. Cloud9 just like, we got to send it, guys. We can't stay here. And then JCR keeping the shots in from the flank, not feeling them comfortable enough to just hop in their vehicles and go as well. I don't think they realized C9 didn't get up their teammates there. I don't know what exactly they were expecting to have happen, but Cloud9 with the big brain play, the shot calling of Bayo, surpassing Hype. And that is absolutely huge. Our team in first place, our back-to-back winners, now out here, which means it is anybody's game. Okay. Okay, Coops. Okay. Relax.
Yeah. Coops from distance, able to hit it with the dinner plate. The DP coming on in. Huge here for him. Oh, taking a little bit of shots there. Bayo going to take some shots from distance as well. Cloud9 inside the circle. So you got Cloud9, Prism, Red Reserve, Pittsburgh Knights, and Venerated all hanging out so far. They're in a safe spot. G3 on a flank for Pittsburgh Knights. We'll keep an eye on that. And Execute and Best Kept Secret are just gatekeeping each other from getting themselves on in. Only Fame still left alive. Fate actually is still alive, but needs to get revived here. And Fame in a tough spot. He's got to be the reviver. He's got the ghillie. They got to get in. The circle's moving on in super fast. The revive came on through. He's such a great teammate. Was Fame, but now Fate goes down. It's a heal strat here only for Execute. Shots coming on in as Best Kept Secret. It'll just be one man in here, and it's just Coops. Yep. Coops got to be a sneaky boy.
Yeah, Coops playing forward for his team. Did have the vehicle, was able to get himself in position. These other two are going to go down. Zal and crew outside the circle. Oh, but that's Coops down inside and finish for Bayo. So that's going to be Best Kept Secret out next as they are going to bleed out in the blue. That is going to be their team. Oh, my goodness. Coops, great attempt to try and survive there. But C9 able to get the angle, not expecting that particular vantage point Cloud9 was able to leverage. But Prism is now fully aware of where they are. These two teams have a history now so far today in the ESL Mobile Open. D-Gon and Prism, they smell blood in the water. They know 2 members are dead. This could be the opportunity to put down Cloud9.
Yeah, dangerous stuff there for Pyra. Gets chunked just a little bit. Has to heal on up. Bayo now trying to get himself with the drop shot over the hill. Has to run away from the nade into the smoke. Still safe. Oh, Bayo playing on the knife's edge. Going to be very close as now Sendy focusing some shots onto Pyra. And Pyra has 2 broken down vehicles to play with. I don't think Cloud9's in the circle yet. Neither is Prism. So they'll both have to peel off at some point with 30 seconds left to go in the zone.
But in order to get to the zone, Prism have got to go through Cloud9. Degon, that's the thing here. Cloud9 can't leave, so Prism's going to have to go. They're going to have to make that call. They could rotate around towards the east, go back up, but then they've got more players at their back as well, because I think it's actually Venerated that's still in this as well. So this is going to get interesting. Bayo, he just keeps constantly resetting in these smokes, utilizing the utility beautifully, but the smokes aren't going to last forever. At some point, he's going to have to make his move. Sneaky snake in the grass. There's Venerated, like I'm mentioning. They're going to be the ones sitting in that circle, trying to keep out everybody else, but they've got their own fight to contend with. Bayo, head on a swivel right now, as it is Pittsburgh Knights and Venerated going toe-to-toe.
Yeah, big nade there for Venerated to slow down the Knights, and looks like Jagger's back, but PK running out of options. They need to start making moves now, and yeah, PK getting knocked out. 5th place is Venerated looking to get their second chicken dinner on Erangel. Will they be able to close it on out? They've got multiple members in the zone. Cloud9 trying to work their way on in, and you can never count out Bayo. Look at him with another knock, this time on Goliath. Prism safe behind a tree, but they know there are multiple members of Cloud9 on that side.
Now this is functionally a 2v2 with Goliath knocked, but Venerated is also going to try and move it around this. C9 is getting pinched unintentionally. Bayo just barely able to get his head down behind the rock there. Armor is dinked. We'll see how long this can last. He's slowly getting chunked away. Pyra's got a slightly better angle down here, but VR, they've got the building. And now this is just 3 teams left in contention. A 4v3 v2. Degon, this came down to the wire, but this is also a very familiar situation for Venerated and Cloud9.
Yeah, last time it was 4v4. Venerated with the better position and able to take down Cloud9. This time a 4v2 against Cloud9. Still 3 members up of Prism. Oh, it was 3. Now Goliath does get knocked. Sendy just traded back, and through the chaos, maybe this is the opportunity for Cloud9. Pyra going to start stepping on up. Shots ringing true here, and Bayo's able to pick up 1. Bayo's able to pick up 2 here, and Cloud9 starts on a couple of points, but with no one knocked yet for Venerated, this looks like their game. Big clouds of smoke ahead of that. Bayo trying to work his way on into the circle. Will be outside. Yeah, no, he's safe. Will be able to heal on up. And Venerated in a 3v2, you've got 2 very aggressive members of Cloud9 now working their way on in. Beowulf, you see that bush right in front blocking Rojas' vision along as the fence as well. This is such a smart play here. The IG of Cloud9. Venerated, they got to land their shots. They want to close this one out. They do a great job of landing the shots on the Pyra. Information has been given on over. Jacob able to find Bayo, and Venerated close it on out. Venerated, their second win of the day. They get themselves another chicken dinner with 10 kills to go with it.
Wow, another solid play there from them, which makes the game number 2 60 or 14th place loss feel even more heartbreaking when you know that these guys can go clutch in games like this. Another sort of slow and steady game. I got to give all the props in the world, though, to Cloud9 for lasting way longer than they had any right to. They went from frying pan to fire to just being chucked into a volcano at the end there. I was trying to think of another degree of hot, maybe ghost peppers or something. I don't know. One of these situations, it shouldn't have worked for them. It shouldn't have worked, but they never cracked under the pressure. Bayo continued to make the calls. They double peaked exactly when they were supposed to. It only took 3 members in good coordination, which is what we asked to see from Venerated, to finally take them down. That was just solid play, but Team Venerated, props to them now. Props to them. 2 wins now on the board. Degon, walk us back to that game with our Xperia highlights.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Cloud9 playing hype like a fiddle. That was just a big brain play by Beowulf with his shot calling skills. But it started off with just a great compound clear by the marksman against Fearless Gaming. And then a bunch of hero plays. No, they had a couple members taken down by Kilo from behind, and And they changed their mind. They're like, all right, we'll do that back to you. And you saw there very briefly Cloud9 engaging with Hype, holding Hype for a little bit, and then saying, Hype, see you later. But Prism, I think Prism could have done a little bit better here. They did play very passive against the two members of Cloud9 for such a long time. It allowed Pyra to make plays like this. And this is why Cloud9 is so great. That not only do they make a shot calling galaxy brain move earlier, but then they step up and just pick a gunfight against a team that they have no business winning, picking that one up. So Cloud9 finding themselves, again, not at chicken dinner, but on the top half with smart plays, backing it up with their gun skill.